Welcome back to Dungeons and Death Machines. I'm the Machine Master, John, and our wonderful heroes have been undertaking some death-defying adventures since we left you guys off and had saved New York, defying our call to destroy our world so that the future world could exist, because we found out it's also part of kind of a magical computer simulation, and they basically have that computer.
Yep.
So no need to destroy our universe, and it really massively was a bummer for God Emperor Trump, so why not? Then come back to the GameCube, move around and get into kind of a chess battle against the Marines. And
well, actually, before that, Trump came back because he had claimed the sword, and then we had to go find Maiwan, which meant we had to go down to the Machine Works. And we went to the Machine Works and we found Law there, and we ended up freezing Law and teleporting him into Wormy's chambers, where Wormy thereby then reprogrammed Law and put him under control while Maiwan was hacking Law in the Machine Works.
Thank you for that valuable recap. It's a lot to skip, and I totally was going to.
So that part happened, and then we had to go back to the chessboard because we still had the most pieces on the board, but the Space Marine, they still have a few Space Marines on the board, and then Lady Chaos and somebody else was on the board.
Lady Chaos's helper, the hag goddess Lao Fei.
And Lao Fei are still on the board. But we got Maiwan, we got Law, and we got Hyrandis and Gronan. Maiwan and Law have gone after the two gods, and Hyrandis and Gronan are trying to clean up some of the leftover soldiers from the Space Marines. Well, and that's where we last left off.
Yep.
They're fighting some Space Marines on a rotating platform.
So before we get back to that, let's see what's happening with Lao Fei and Lady Chaos, shall we?
Yes.
Alright, these are just NPC battles, so I'll roll them. Purple for Maiwan. It's a tie between Maiwan and Lady Chaos.
Well, I feel like that has to go again then, until it's not a tie.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go again.
No, but that means it's not resolved until you're back on the board.
Okay.
And then Law versus Lao Fei. Okay, so Lao Fei piece gets captured. She's probably not killed or anything, but
yeah,
gets removed from the board by Law. Law versus Lao Fei.
That's kind of funny.
You heard of Law versus Chaos.
But now we got Law versus Law Fei. That's
Alright, now meanwhile, Tyrannus and Gronin were fighting like two last Marines that had started basically retreating. They hosed them down with machine gun fire, and poor Tyrannus was down to his last 11 hit points.
But he's about to throw a fireball at these soldiers because they were just dumb and they retreated back on out of hand to hand with him.
So you actually get that spell off before you might die right now. You're probably gonna die.
Yeah, probably. We'll see what happens.
Alright. You want to do your spellcraft check, or I'll do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Let's just not get a 1. Alright. You get off the fireball. I'm just going to give them group save.
Now remember, mine's like really like...
Your plus is really high, so they fail on a 12.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Alright. I'm not gonna actually put that machine gun bullet that you were gonna get then. So you can keep your 11 hit points.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it through, man. Alright, Gronan. Alright.
So looking at the board.
Barandus!
Oh! Yeah, I guess Law can go after another group of Marines now.
Yep.
Alright.
But God Emperor Trump is like, wait a minute, you guys. This isn't how you play chess. You know, people are asking me about 10-dimensional, 5-dimensional, 7-dimensional, infinity-dimensional chess. I'm the dimensional chess guy. Alright? And these people shooting and killing each other, that's not the spirit of chess. It's chess boxing. Come on. I'll take any of you on. The big ape guy. I don't care. I'm not scared. He's big. He's scary. But I'm not scared. Any one of you versus me. One-on-one. No tricks up my sleeve.
I should go. I should do this.
Oh, shit.
Gronan is gonna go and fight it. You talk about a big gorilla guy? Here I am.
Oh, shit.
Alright. God Emperor Trump stands up. He's like 40 feet
Jesus.
of like machine and magic.
He's there somehow. He's in that room.
No, that's right.
You're like, I'm fighting a big ass
Yeah.
monster.
Oh, no, maybe he just teleports into the room like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Alright. He teleports in on you, dude. He's like, as much as I hate to do this.
Oh, yeah. Aren't I supposed to sit this one out? You're boxing Gronan, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he takes a second and sets a chessboard down. He says, first we sit down and we play.
Oh, we're gonna actually play chess now.
Or we can just roll it.
Yeah, let's just roll it. It's kind of...
Alright, so he makes an opening move. It looks okay or whatever. We don't need to worry about it. Gronin, everyone's kind of like clowning because like you're a mutant animal and people didn't know that you got full human intelligence and stuff. So they're just like, whatever it is you do, everyone's like all like, oh, like you're all fucking up, they think. You know what I mean?
Alright, yeah, let's roll. Let's see who wins now.
No, but then they're supposed to do a melee round of combat.
Oh, okay.
It's a round of chess, a round of combat.
round of chess then.
He pulls out the fucking sword Ragnarok. He's like, yeah, I had this thing laying around. They say it'll slice the universe in half. I don't know. You feel lucky today?
Hey, we said like no tricks.
You don't even have a weapon.
Hey, you said no tricks. He doesn't have a weapon. That's not fair. Put that away. Think that's fair? I thought we were doing this because it's fair.
Yeah.
He's like, Wormy, throw him a weapon. Sushamore walks in just then and hands him fucking... Which one did you have, Paramandire or Havoc? Do you remember? You guys remember?
I think it was Paramandire that he had.
He comes in and hands him Paramandire, and Wormy like throws it into the W.
Yup.
Damn.
Make a catch. This big ass sword is coming at you, dude. It will kill you.
Alright, you gotta catch it.
Either that or jump out of the way or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I'll get out of the way.
Alright, well
Yeah,
then
we'll
roll a high number for it to at least like stab the platform near you.
15.
Boring! This big ass sword like just stabs into that fucking platform right by you. Pwong! Sticking up the handles like right by your hand.
Like that big.
All right.
He's
You
all
wanna
he's
use
like
the Ragnarok. I'll
Lord
use-
Trump looks around all terrified and shit. He's like, now just remember this is This is a friendly combat. Not to the death or nothing, okay? We're allies, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for fun.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wink at. That's right. It's all in good fun.
Alright. Fucking Lord Trump versus Gronin. I gotta tell you, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage out here. He says, "Look, so I'm just gonna be friendly about this. So you get the first attack."
Okay. Should I just roll it? Just really attack.
What are you gonna do?
Give him the first attack and I'll swing the sword at him. See if he catches start the sword fight.
Alright. You haven't picked up Paramandire yet, have you?
Oh, it just landed there, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna grab it.
Alright. It's like stuck.
Oh, damn, this thing is hard to get out.
He's like,
Give me a second
you
here.
hear his sword coming out of the sheath. Stuck, huh? Shing. Do you look? Like he's totally coming at you right now, dude.
Yeah. Well, I just gotta
Your
have to
attack's gonna
dodge
be
him.
pulling it out of the thing, or you could stop fucking with the sword for a minute.
I guess I'll try to dodge this sword because it's obviously gonna cut me off.
Alright, I'll give you your dodge as you can, that's just your defense, but are you gonna try to pull the sword out or figure out some other action while you can still act other than just defending yourself?
Well, I like to defend myself and then try to get the sword.
Alright. So you go into full defensive posture, which is good because you're gonna need it.
That's what I told you.
I'm gonna be generous here and say you have a 50-50 of dodging if you're on full
shit.
defense. He's putting everything into one attack though, so you just have to dodge once. You had to roll one time under 11.
2. Oh, should I roll again?
Yeah, maybe it didn't land in the thing, but
I'll count that. Alright. Fucking, you feel the flow. There's a aura damage from the sword because you were close to it. So you take 20 hit points of fire damage. Just from getting missed by the sword right now.
damn.
Alright. But you're good. Now you can try to rip the sword out and attack.
Alright.
Yep, now it's your turn. Oh
So
yeah, you should roll.
You'll do a strength check. It's going to be on a 10.
Yeah,
it's going to be on a 20-sided. It'll be modified upward by your strength, but it has a large down, large negative
Yeah, it's
modifier.
true. I know like how it loves to bounce out of there.
19.
Oh yeah!
Okay, you free up the sword with enough free action to actually attack before the round's over.
Nice.
Nice. So roll attack.
Yup.
Roll attack.
After this,
Like and
tip.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And hey,
Wish for the attack.
a lot of you guys out there have been wishing for this, to see God Emperor Trump on the field of battle. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Fight.
Trump.
We're gonna fight Trump today. Kicking Trump's ass.
I'm gonna attack. 16.
We're the one D&D campaign where you get to fight Trump.
He's a huge golden armor.
Alright, let's check. I don't think you're gonna hit on a 16.
Yeah, it's true.
So you got
I missed him.
Missed.
you got a 20, 30. That hits AC 36. Sorry, not quite. A
Yeah.
19 or something I'd be more sympathetic to, even though he doesn't have no AC 39 either. But alright, it's a swing and a dodge. I'm just gonna cut you off right there as we go into the next melee round. He's like, nice swing, buddy. Now check out this chess move. And he,
Chest move.
alright, he tries some move, dude. I'll say it's been a few more moves than just the second move, which it really is.
Yeah, because
Whoever rolls higher, yeah, it'll take too long doing it this way.
Yeah.
Whoever rolls higher right now will win the chess game.
Okay.
No, they get the other one into check, and they almost
Oh,
win.
shit.
Okay.
Right? 9.
Gronan. Let's see you, Gronan. Oh,
7.
All right, check. All right, now let's fight. And he's like, stand back up. And he's picking his sword up, waiting for you.
Yep, Gronan picks up. You gotta pick your sword. Oh, yeah, you gotta hit this real quick, though.
Pick up
Yeah,
the
it's
sword.
like. I know. He's like. Shit. Multitask.
Oops. 8.
Hey.
That's initiative. So Trump gets the initiative on a 15,
Yeah.
and he's putting all his attacks on 1. 13. That looks like a hit. With the sword Ragnarok,
Oh. Oh no.
and he's focusing all of his attacks.
Oh, shit. Damn, we're gonna get killed by
Is this
Shrek.
the end of Gronin?
Dun dun.
Dun.
I think I'm sharing all the stats right here. Don't look. Okay, those aren't even the characters.
Well, yeah.
Oh, he fell over, man. That's a damage point there.
Who fell?
Trump.
Trump fell, man.
His figure. He's tumbling.
Can I see the winner?
Oh, homie, he is only AC 39. You only need a 19 to hit him.
Oh, so did he hit them?
No, he only rolled a 16.
Yeah.
So when you're playing Punch Out and you're playing with Mike Tyson and you get hit once and you're screwed.
Yeah, dude, totally like Mike Tyson punch out level right here.
Yeah, this guy hits you on a 1. Or a 2, rather.
A 2, yeah. Sorry.
Unless your AC is over 43, but no. Nope, nice try. But you're pretty much always hit by this crap. So the sword fucking Ragnarok with a full focus. Now the only good he only seems to get about it ×3. All of his levels are in non-fighter shit mostly. He only has like a few levels on Space Marine. Not a few, but like only like 10 or 15. Where he's got all these levels on corporate and like magic user and stuff
Yeah.
from other parts of the campaign. So you're gonna take triple the damage of this. I'm just gonna call it 150. Can you live through that?
I think Grona actually might be able to live through that.
Yep.
It was at 300, 450. And Gronin's got like 1,000 hit points.
No, Gronin has about 340, and now he's down a total of 258. that 150 is a real low ball on that sword, which I have written down somewhere. I didn't expect anybody to get chopped with it today, though.
Yeah. But Gronan barely lives through getting hit by that sword.
Yep.
Alright, you get an
more
attack.
hit and your ass is gonna be dead.
You get an attack though now,
No,
Gronan.
he already missed.
Okay. Chest move.
It's initiative.
No, it's a chest move.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, we gotta roll to see who wins the chess match.
God.
You're in check already, so if you roll higher now, you just get out of check.
6.
Versus 15. I'm so sorry. I had to apologize to you and your whole family because that's checkmate. And no one gets out alive. Shh! From Wormy's death cube. And the fucking sword like ignites into flames.
Dude,
and his eyes are all fucking huge. And like he lit the sword by like there's a striker inside the scabbard, and he went and bursted into flames. And he's about to bring it down on you, dude. You only dodge on a 20. You only dodge on a 1. And just as it's coming, you see like something starting to teleport fucking in. And Wormy's like, fuck! Wormy just like starts concentrating on Dimensional Anchor really heavy right now to stop whatever's teleporting.
Alright, does Sushamore see this shit?
Yeah, Sushamore was there.
Alright,
and Wormy's like, Dimensional Anchor!
Yeah, Sushamore dimensional anchors and time stops this shit.
Damn.
Alright.
Time stops? Ah! I'm freezing.
What Sushamore calls the dimensional stop.
Alright. Surtur grabs, teleports in.
But did you hear the time stop part?
Yeah. Grabs the Emperor by the hand and like stops the sword from coming down to kill Gronin. He like grabs his sword. He's like, I'll be taking that. So it's a little late for the Dimensional Anchor.
But I'm time stopping.
And then time stop hits. Alright. Trump is time stopped. Surtur saves. And he fucking just grabs his sword. He looks around at everyone. And he backhands Trump, who's time stopped. And he just like, you know how you're frozen like a statue. But if somebody pushes you, that statue is not time stopped. And the fucking Trump like falls into the W works. And fucking Surtur starts teleporting out.
Alright, dude. Sushamore teleports in on Surtur.
You try to teleport trace Surtur?
Yup.
Alright, you can't trace him. That means he's somewhere in Ganunga Gap. But that's a big area. We had to leave that shit off.
Yep.
That's the spell-binding conclusion right there. Was the return of Surtur. There's one scene left.
Trump dying?
So fucking you guys all like look at the cameras and stuff, and Trump goes falling through 3 layers of machinery, and then because he hits the edge of the dimensional barrier when he was time stopped, and he's like thrown into time somewhere. He'll probably end up back, you know, at his home planet. And then fucking the Lords of Chaos send their fucking representative. Lady Chaos, her fucking head, so Lady Death, her eyeballs roll back in her head and she just starts speaking all insane and shit. She bursts out of the cubes. And she's like, on behalf of the Lords of Chaos, Wormy and Sushamore are hereby summoned to the courts of chaos. And
Sushamore's like, I challenge Surtur to the cube. I say we do this on the cube then. He came out in the cube, we'll end this in the cube. He has
So you,
let's put it this way.
Are you going to the courts of chaos?
Yeah, no, I go to the. No, I'm not going. I'm like, I'm not right this. I'm like, no, come. He has a year.
We shall decide this in the courts of chaos.
Fine, we'll do. Wormy, come with me. We're gonna talk to these motherfuckers.
All right, so this we could probably figure out in the next little while, but it's not strictly part of the game.
Yeah, that's different. Yep.
But it does. There is one last scene of GameCube that's probably gonna happen.
All right.
So it depends on you guys. It's not really part of Gronin and Pyrandus. So first of all, that I don't feel the best about. But I would be excited to find out what happened.
Alright, so what happens with Gronan and Pyrandus? We should just figure that out and then go back.
So you guys are all done. But what if Surtur comes back to the queue? You brought Surtur back to the queue. You're talking about bringing Surtur back in the queue.
Yeah.
But they're done.
Yeah.
So
No, not right this sound. We're talking about another game.
yeah.
All
All right.
This is a different
we
game.
can wrap pretty much everything then. So
Yeah.
this is what's gonna happen.
They're trying to talk them into like, hey, we should do a different game then, because you know what? It's true. You deserve a fair shake. And this game is basically the universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was already decided, and Surtur didn't even have a man in it.
So, you know, it's like, all right, we'll play against you. We won against everyone else. We'll play against you, Surtur, and this will decide the fate of everything. I think that's fair.
Okay.
That's what Sushamore's like. That's his argument.
Wormy's like, I don't like it. We just played this. It was really dangerous.
It is.
It was impossible.
But look,
to come out as good. We came out perfect.
I know, but look, it's either this or we go to war with Surtur right now. We could, instead of going to war, decide this in a game like gentlemen, or we could go to war like savages. It's really your decision.
All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's see what Lady Hell says. You're actually the chief. You need to fucking stand on being the supreme justice of the courts of
Yeah,
chaos.
I'm like, I am the supreme justice, and I.
All right, so you guys teleport in there, right?
Yep.
All right, Lady Hell is all standing in the fucking judge's throne.
What are you doing?
She's over there. She hasn't sat down, but she's like.
I
touching.
teleport right onto the throne. I'm like, what are you doing touching my throne?
She's like, this council shall decide to instate a new justice of chaos.
No, that's not what this is about. This is about Surtur and Wormy. And this is the case. We must solve this case first. Then we can discuss future cases, such as who is on the seat of the justice. Well, we must adjourn the case in front of us at the moment.
Alright, the other lords of chaos, like, look around. There's this big-ass amoeba guy. There's this guy that looks like a Grim Reaper, but, like, of a demon. Like, and he's sitting on a big, weird, fucking, like, friendly-looking dragon, like a purple, friendly dragon. There's like these human fucking weird ass guys. There's 13 of them. I left that book at home too.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was in these two most recent ones because I
shit.
needed it, but it's older than that. But we can kind of fake it. You know what I mean? It's this council. A lot of them are player characters, gods, all kinds of shit.
Yep.
But they're like, all right. This council was convened by Lady Hell that there were charges that you're committing giganticide again, which is what you were originally charged of, by attempting to murder Surtur.
Look, I never murdered Surtur. He didn't die. Look, he's right here. Are you dead, Surtur? Maybe I imprisoned him because he was committing crimes against reality. Sure.
Fine, this council decides that if this is a conflict between Surtur and the Archmage Sushamore.
And Wormy, because he took over.
Wormy's like,
He took over your empire. Well, okay. Alright, fine. It's a conflict between us.
between the Chief Justice of Chaos and the God of Destruction of the Multiverse.
And he came out in this cube during the game. And listen,
he's time stopped right now, right? No.
No. We can. I say we have another game to solve this issue.
Wormy's like, Surtur and Wormy are both opposed to this. Just because of all the shit we've been through, dude. This whole campaign's been on. We literally stopped 3, almost 4 campaign years. We cannot do another game board for many years.
Alright.
Surtur says,
alright.
listen,
Well,
there is no peaceful settlement other than you already set everything into motion. Set the Modrons to march. You will join me once again, and we will finish the conquest of the universe and the destruction of the Great Wheel.
fine. But there's no more. Look, Wormy's back. That's his empire. If you want to take that over, you have to go through him.
That was just a temporary hiding place for my sword.
Alright, fine. Listen, we can work with you. You want to destroy the wheel? Fuck it. As long as our prime material plane still exists, I don't give a fuck. At this point.
There will be at least one prime plane.
As long as it's the one with our world, that's all I give a fuck about.
I
want
have
the
alliances with the God Emperor of Man, with the
I can put
Empire
our world
of Dragons, and so why would I destroy
Alright.
just the Eye of Terror?
Fair enough. We'll work with you. You know what? The gods, they set up this whole wheel to be destroyed in the first place.
This council, excuse me for the interruption, says one of the Lords of Chaos. This council has decided long ago against this great wheel, and it is the great work of many of the justices, though not all, for even law has sat upon this sacred bench to unwind the building of this abomination. Even the Lords of Good know that it was created from a corrupted cosmic order. From every corner of the spectrum of gods, we understand that it's time. Whether you are a fan of order, which some of us on this council even are corrupted by, you want a fresh start for your universe of perfect order. But the rest of us won't give you that chance. So whatever, I think it's pretty much...
Look, man, I don't give a fuck about order. I want things to still exist. That's all I give a fuck about. Prime material plane existing. Anything else is fucking gravy, alright?
Speaking of, Lady Chaos was in there. And she says, speaking of everything existing, she's got her badass sword and she stole the fucking Mesenbone cube.
Shit. Yeah.
And she's like, all your empty talk. Oh, tomorrow will destroy the universe. Tomorrow will burn everything. She says, I invite you. Live your fantasies today.
My
And
fantasies.
she like kneels before you and hands you the fucking cube and her sword. And Wormy like gives you this weird nod, like fucking try to kill her, dude. And that's probably the stupidest shit.
There's more looking at this shit. Isn't that the prime material plane, the cube?
that cube contains at least the Dragon Galaxy as a magical simulation, the timeline of Trump's future that apparently never really happened.
Alright, dude.
But it still exists because it's got all that magical power behind it. If you stab it and destroy it, you don't even know what would happen to yourself. You were born a mortal in that time.
Yeah, no. Sashimore, like, straight up puts the fucking thing in a dimensional pocket in another timeline.
You steal it from him.
Yep. Right then and there.
Alright, you fucking steal that. You just, like, palm that shit and, like, it disappears. And she screams like a hag, like, oh, ah! That fucking wicked witch scream and shit. Ah! Like it physically is killing her. And she's like, all crying, no! How could I have ever trusted you? And she fucking gets her sword. She's getting all pissed, dude.
Listen, Lady Chaos. It's obvious that you can't be trusted with this cube.
And the Lords of Chaos say, there will be no violence in these halls. She
You're gonna
fucking
destroy...
slowly sheathes her sword.
As I said, our agreement is the prime material still exists. You can destroy the Great Wheel, I don't care. The gods brought this problem on themselves by constructing this corrupted Great Wheel system in the first place, and setting in motion a system that would eventually destroy itself. So it's their own fault at this point. And we've all been mixed up in this too long.
Fine. But as soon as the Great Wheel falls,
Yeah, I understand. I'll see you then.
alright, that's a good ending.
Yeah, dude, I'll see you then. Oh, damn.
Are we still frozen down there or something? It's like
No, we're like
You can
partying.
Go, yeah, you
They're
can
like
let go of
partying.
the time stop.
This is already.
Yeah, the time stop was let go. There, you guys are like out partying. Wormy won the GameCube.
Wormy like really fucking won. The other people didn't lose a whole lot. Wormy was basically playing defense to not like this shit with this Courts of Chaos shit is a big deal, but it's kind of like already settled shit because like the Dimensions of Chaos were the first ones destroyed and blah blah blah. It's a lot of history, but the bottom line of it is, what did come out of it is the different factions of Chaos, the Lords of Chaos, Lady Chaos, Wormy, and Sashimore and everyone now are supposedly working with Surtur to finish Ragnarok, but mostly in the outer planes. So the universe, this Great Wheel you may hear about, if you take like heaven, right, that's where people who believe in good and order go. So that's the lawful good corner of this wheel that goes from lawful good, neutral good, chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, neutral evil, all around like that. Now the part from chaotic good through chaotic evil was basically destroyed in the last 5 or 10 years of playing D&D. And that meant that basically the whole wheel is destroyed, but at the same time that the rest of that part is still intact. So the plan to destroy everything, which has some good people that want to do that because it was all built by these like demonic machines in the first place that kind of infected everything with their evil.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's a bad idea for all the afterlives to be connected. There's no need to have a simple path from heaven to hell.
Why not?
Like, you're supposed to either go to heaven or to hell. You don't build fucking networks between all of them. And fucking the main part that was fucked up like that was the chaotic good part. These people were so chaotic that they wanted a piece basically of hell right in their own heaven, because basically their heaven was fighting the evil. So they already corrupted that, and these were the good people. and they corrupted part of heaven basically by putting a little piece of hell in there. And that's why it's all fucked up. So good, evil alike. Evil people just want to destroy all of this shit. And they've been working forever to do it. And so basically the good people are, at this point, are like, well, the evil people pretty much almost have it, A. And B, like, they're not doing it for the right reason, but it is basically the right thing to do anyway. Also, like, meta-knowledge is, this basically tracks the cosmology of D&D through the editions. So as D&D has gotten more modern, they kind of simplified the universe that it's in. And so that's kind of happening to our game. So we're saying all this extra shit is getting destroyed and being all dramatic about it. But we're not really losing anything that isn't in future versions of D&D that people are already using.
Yeah, we're just kind of like, we're killing the Great Wheel. We're killing the connections.
Killing the connections off. So most of these dimensions will still exist in some form.
They'll still be connected via the astral
They're
plane.
still connected too. I mean, it's kind of fictional too. It's just kind of a dramatic.
They're just not connected, but they're still part of a tree. So they're connected in the fact they're part of a tree. I don't understand. Why did you need to build a ring around the fucking tree? That's just weird.
Well, in my conception of it, there's tree-like things, like tower-like things. Okay, there's two main ones. There's universe trees, and then the world-like tower. This is more of a machine analogy, like gears and stuff, versus like a forest of trees. And these trees, the branches are branches in timelines and shit. These dimensions, these machines, they're machines that connect all the dimensions. And those are the two main poles. So like a machine is like the symbol of law, and then a tree is more like the chaos side, right? And they interplay and have created all this other stuff. So in the neutral side, there's also a big ass tower right in the middle. That's the one called Sigil, this like secret city where magic works in Sigil but not around it. It's like protected from magic in a bubble.
Yeah.
And that's one big ass tower in the middle of the universe. And then basically to the north and south of that are like Mount Olympus and Mount Hades. So there's kind of like these power centers, like towers or mountains or big giant trees that connect universes. And the Great Wheel connected all of that together in one big ass, like, more or less machine. Yeah. And basically the idea is like, no, why do we need that? If there's the tree here for all the chaos stuff, leave that tree. If there's the machine stuff for all the law stuff, leave that, and don't have them connected. That's what the whole fucking problem's been. The fucking, goddammit, the part of the abyss that he conquered was directly connected to this heavenly plane called Gladshire.
Yeah, right. That was a big problem.
Yeah, that was a big problem. So all of that being destroyed though didn't really fix that. It kind of made it worse, because now like everything, like all of these universes are fucking caved into one, and that's Surtur's homeworld of Muspelheim. So there's this like fiery hell. And then out on the outskirts are all these other dimensions, but they were all collapsed in this thing when they fucking destroyed half of the Great Wheel already. But now they just teamed up, and this is big news, because guess what? You got to fight the seven heavens, lawful good, all of that shit, and there's a whole everyone's already suspected. All the higher level guys have suspected for a long time that it's the gods of good who conspired to kind of cause all of this shit, where these evil motherfuckers like created the universe through corruption. See, basically, it's kind of a philosophical take from Gnosticism, right? The early Christianity, they believed like God was so pure and so like good and true and pure in every respect that God couldn't have created this universe. There is a God, but he didn't create this shit. There's people murdering and everything else out there. So he created like a copy of himself, a son, maybe some people would say, but a copy. Other people said more of an angel, but that had his powers, called Metatron or Metatron. and this is basically in D&D in my version. That's more of like a cosmic robot that has his powers, but not his soul. And so he could create a world that's more neutral. There's bad, but there's also good. But in the Gnostics text, like Metatron, strictly speaking, is a corrupting god because he could create evil. So in that light, that's what all of this is. So the good people like conspired to kind of set up a straw man that was kind of neutral, but still had the powers of like God to create this world where so much bad and good could happen.
Yep.
And like on many ways, that's a good thing. What's wrong with that? But they created evil by doing that.
Yep.
And it's a long history with a lot of shit, but
Yeah, basically.
I'm really happy. That was a really awesome game session. We
Yeah.
got through about 80% of what I had there.
Oh, well, that was interesting.
Thank you
This
so
was
much.
Part 2. And I think we're going to finish the video now, so
Absolutely.
thank you everybody there.
Thank you,
and
yep.
Thank you for being our Patreon and subscribing to our channel and liking. I hope you come back for more Dungeons and Death Machines soon. Alright, man.
Alright.
Ciao.
Now, peace.
Peace out.
Peace.